They say Scott Hammer's the boss on the show, but Ron's the one driving, just so y'all know. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Cheer and hammer down like a big old barge. Scott, don't worry, it's all in fun. Ron's a real host when the race is run. Now Ron talks engines and he talks tires. Scott might be the master, but Ron's the fire. With his country charm and a wink in his eye, he's taking over and we all know why. Ron Miller, he's the one in charge. Cheer and hammer down like a big old barge. Scott don't.
This is the Hammer Down Racing Report, and now your hosts, Scott Hammer and Ron Miller.
Welcome, race fans, to the Hammer Down Racing Report, show number 435.
Ooh.
You like the last two numbers, don't you?
I do. Good number.
For Thursday, July 9th. Hope everybody still has all their fingers after this past weekend.
Yeah.
You got all yours still?
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Scott, my dogs get too nervous with fireworks.
Scott Hammer, Ron Miller coming at you live on Facebook, YouTube, and Twitch from the Dominator Race Products studio. Tonight on the show, we welcome J.J. Hickle back with us. It's been about 3 years since we last had him on, sprint car driver. He's been kind of focusing his efforts over in the Knoxville area.
Yeah.
A couple shows up in Houston, I think I saw him running, but he's been running 410s, 360s up there. Just got the 360 feature win this on the 4th of July, Saturday night, as a matter of fact. So we'll be speaking with him in about 14, 15 minutes or so. And also we have Tech Talk with the professor. Somebody texted in a question. Is that tonight's Tech Talk? Tech Talk?
Could be a couple of them tonight.
A couple? Oh,
yeah.
All right. Get your notepads ready for that. That'll be coming up later, as well as how many, giving away some more body parts off of the old Ocho. Speaking of the old Ocho, over at Dr. Ron's for some attention.
Yeah, gluing some stuff back together.
Yeah, some stuff came unglued earlier this week. But Hammer Down Showdown's coming up on September 26th, so time's running out to get in on a sponsorship deal. You can do lap sponsors as well. You know, whatever, $50 will get you part of that show. The Hammer Down Showdown features the Fremont Dirt Trucks versus the Oakshade Superstocks again September 26th at Oakshade Raceway. Auto X sponsoring the fastest qualifier for that event. We have Speedy Graphics on board. Ron Miller Race Cars kicking in some big money from what I hear. And Ohio Sports Blitz all contributing to that. All the money that we put together for this are going into the payout, into the purse for that, directly into that. So, the more we get, the more that race will pay.
And I'll challenge all the other area race shops to at least match what Ron Miller Race Cars did. It all goes back to our racers. So,
a couple thousand? Is that what Ron Miller's doing?
Not quite.
Right. In the ballpark, maybe?
Yeah.
In the block?
Yeah.
Okay, we'll go with that.
Belly up, folks.
Hashtag Speedy, put that in the comments of our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or the Twitch stream there, and we're going to do the drawing for a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics, one of these guys here. Here, let me.
New style.
Yeah, the current logo, the new logo. No, I saw Dave in there. Dave was still on there, wasn't he? He made himself go away. Producer Dave making a rare appearance on the show. He's laughing. So, hashtag Speedy, put that in the comments of the Facebook Live anytime, or the YouTube Live or on Twitch. It looks like Peyton's on Twitch there. Just have to put it in once, and
Producer
you're
Dave's
in
on
the drawing.
Twitch?
Peyton.
Oh.
Peyton 4H.
Okay,
That's Peyton
yeah.
Hobus, yeah. Do you need car parts, repairs, or a full-on build, whether it's a race car, a classic cruiser, or just a broken bolt that won't budge, or welds that were ripped apart by a racetrack that was a little bumpy? Ron Miller Race Cars in Lambertville, Michigan has the tools, talent, and experience to get you back on track. Over 200 years of experience, give or take a few. Ron's crew can handle it all. Bodywork, transmission, chassis repair, custom build, safety gear, and performance parts. Give Ron a call at 734-856-7223 and see why racers and car lovers alike trust Ron Miller Race Cars, driven by experience, built for performance.
Yeah, that track had
Character.
more character than it needed.
It had the entire Walt Disney character lineup in it.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah. Any chance, did you check the shocks? Do I need to order new shocks from you?
I hope not.
I hope not too, but
That ship has already
that
sailed.
thing bounced a lot. But looking for a wedding or event DJ you can trust, Magic Moment Entertainment has you covered. With decades of experience, Ron Burt delivers smooth planning, professional-grade sound and lighting, and an unforgettable experience for your big day. Mention the Hammerdown Racing Report, and you'll save $100 off your reception or your DJ service. There are no hidden fees, no mileage charges, no lighting fees, and full liability coverage always included. He serves Ohio, Michigan, Indiana, and Kentucky, all the way to the borders.
Yeah.
But if you go to West Virginia, he might have to charge you for travel there. So if you're over in that area, you may want to find a venue just across the Ohio River on this side. I'm just saying.
Check it out.
Magic Moment Entertainment is ready to make your event truly magical. Call 419-594-2261 or find them on Facebook under Magic Moment Entertainment or Ohio Sports Blitz. Also at Dimension Dominator Race Products, Oakshade Raceway, Dittman Motorsports, and Speedy Graphics. It's been an off week. Taking days off in the middle of the week and work's been crazy. It's going to be an organic show.
Tell me about the work being crazy. It was a little warm today.
I bet. I apologize that I broke my car and had to bring it to you.
Yeah. Pick a cooler day the next time, all right?
I will try to do that. Let's talk about what happened this past weekend.
Racing Roundup.
Or maybe what I should say is what didn't happen this past weekend.
Again.
There was a few of those. Friday night had some issues. Attica Raceway Park canceled due to rain. I believe, did they get started there?
Yeah,
I thought
they got a little bit of the show in. And
hot laps or something. Did they maybe some heats?
Yeah.
But then rain came down there. Limaland, same. No, they canceled, I believe, earlier due to rain. Mansfield, they started things there. That was that big event that moved from Atomic to Mansfield on Friday with the Lucas Oil Series. I think they got 2 heat races in, and then it started raining. We were watching that and pulled the plug there. So Fremont Speedway Saturday night, they did not get canceled due to rain. They actually had some racing. The AFCS 410 sprints in action. Caleb Henry getting the win there. Jamie Miller, your AFCS 305 sprint car winner after picking up the dirt truck feature the week before.
Right.
And Sean Valeni, another formidable competitor there in the dirt trucks.
And you know who was second to Sean Valeni?
Was it the 35 truck with Dave Gumby Jr. driving?
Yeah. You were paying attention.
I was.
Good job, Scott.
Oakshade Raceway Saturday night. Colin Shipley picking up his second feature win of the year in the UMP late models. Jarrett Rundell, your Speedy Graphics Sportsman feature winner. Brad Eitenauer getting the win in the Dominator Superstocks, and he was actually out at Montpelier on Tuesday, too. Yeah. Ryan Oakley getting another compact feature win there at Oakshade. Wayne County Speedway on Saturday canceled due to rain. Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series this past Friday at I-91 Speedway. Derek Fisher getting your win there. And Saturday at Mudlick Valley, Mike Marlar, winner in Valvoline American Late Model Ironman Series action. Great Lakes Traditional Sprints in action. Pretty big weekend last weekend. Thursday at Merritt Speedway, it was Corbin Hazlitt getting the win. Friday at Hartford, that was rained out. Another one of the Friday night problems, I guess. Saturday, Silver Bullet Speedway, Corbin Hazlitt again, another win.
Rain. Oh.
No, Corbin got two wins, two of the 3 races. Maybe could have had 3 had Friday not been rained out there. I don't know. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, also in action in Muskegon County. I believe that was Saturday. I didn't write the day down, but that was Max Blair getting the win there. World of Outlaws Late Model Series, Deer Creek Speedway this past Thursday through Saturday, all canceled due to rain. But back in action last night, Wednesday night, State Line Speedway. Dalton Wilson picking up the win. Dirt Car Summer Nationals action. Have you been following this?
Quite a bit,
okay.
yeah.
Jason Fager getting the win last Thursday night at Lincoln Speedway. Then Friday at Red Hill Raceway, it was Frank Heckenass Jr. Saturday, Highland Speedway, Tanner English, your series points leader, and probably going to be the champion now with the news of Jason Fager
parking it.
Calling it quits. The Hell Tour has won. He last race at I-96.
He was basically mathematically eliminated from the championship, and he said, I'm going home.
Sunday, the Herald and Review 100 at Macon Speedway. That had some interesting things happen, which we'll talk about a little bit later. Brandon Shepard getting the win there. Monday, the Kankakee makeup race. Tanner English getting the win. Tuesday at Montpelier, Frank Heckenass Jr. getting the win. And
Survived.
Yeah, due to the track conditions, though, that was a show-up points-only event. They did not count.
Everybody got the same.
Yeah. No Summer National, other than the show-up points. Yeah.
It didn't affect anything.
Yes. And then Wednesday night, last night, I-96 Speedway, Rusty Schlenk. He looked pretty impressive up there.
Put a clinic on running the top side.
First Summer Nationals win for him in 16 years since the birthday race, I believe, 2010?
I'm not sure what he did, but I saw the paramedics tending to him this afternoon just before.
I saw a post, something with his leg wrapped up or something.
Yeah,
and he had to qualify in 45 minutes.
Yeah, I don't
know what that's about.
Don't know. Maybe they'll tell us.
Maybe. So, anyways,
I'm betting he'll still race.
Incident at Macon between Carter Schlenk, Rusty's son, and was it Kyle Hammer?
Yeah, Kyle Hammer.
Not related to me, not related to Scott Hammer, at least not that I know of.
Right.
Kind of a slide job that wasn't really clear, I don't think, on Carter. Carter didn't really appreciate it. I don't think Pops did either. And then it led to, I guess, some varying stories of what happened. I did talk to Rusty on Tuesday to get his side because they posted a whole Kyle Hammer interview of everything in his view of what happened. And I'm not saying what he said is true or what Rusty said is true, but we can say there was contact made from Hammer's car when he was pulling off the track at Macon to the four-wheeler driven by Rusty Schlenk. That is confirmed by both of them. And
we do know that somebody was told that they were number one.
That did happen too. I think at least the driver of the little 91. Rusty may have. No, I think Rusty said he did flip him off after the hit.
Does that justify driving a race car into a four-wheeler?
Well, and Hammer, if you haven't seen, and I try to stay neutral in all this and present both sides. You make your own opinion.
And the parties have all made peace.
Have they?
Yes.
I did not know that. Tuesday it was still kind of a contentious topic. But anyways.
This is Thursday.
Yeah. But anyways, Kyle ended up getting disqualified at Macon. UMP decided to say he's done, but he didn't get the memo until he was on the track for the feature, and they called him.
Please come back to the pits.
Yeah. So that like you said, I guess that's all sorted out there. And then Kyle Hammer didn't show up for any more of those races. Summer National stuff.
Going to take his toys and go home.
I guess so. Other action: Firestone Indy Next Series, the Grand Prix at Mid-Ohio Sports Car Course this past weekend. Enzo Fittipaldi swept both Saturday and Sunday's races there in the Indy Next Series. In the NTT IndyCar Series on Sunday, the Honda Indy 200. Also at Mid-Ohio, Pato O'Ward.
Oh, yeah.
Getting another win there. ARCA Menard Series. Friday, the Ashley 150 at Chicagoland. Connor Mosak getting the win. NASCAR O'Reilly Series at Chicagoland also, as well as the Cup Series. The Guervo 300 was won by Brandon Jones. And a Cup Series on Sunday, the Euro 400, Chase Briscoe getting the win. I didn't get to see any of the racing at Chicago this weekend.
Interesting race on Sunday.
Okay. Any controversy there?
Not a lot.
All right. Nothing really to talk about. Hammer down Army results. Peyton Hovis finishing 5th in the Compact A at Oakshade. He's been looking a lot stronger out there. Kurt Dickey getting 9th in the Dominator Superstock A main and the the Ocho, the Hammer Down Racing Report house car, finishing third in the Dominator Superstock A-Main.
I was going to say that.
It was the first time I passed a car, I think, in a feature this year. We've gone backwards every race, so we started dialing in stuff with the rear end, and then it fell apart when I went to Montpelier on Tuesday.
And now it's all screwed up.
I guess Tuesday, the house car, I think they posted DNS on it. It did not start, but I took the green flag.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, and then the rear end fell apart.
You made
going
it
into turn one.
You made it from the start-finish line to turn one.
Yeah, so.
How could they say you did not start?
I don't know. I got an extra $10 for starting as opposed to not starting.
Ooh,
yeah, that's gonna pay all the bills, right?
Yeah, not me.
So that is your results. There was other Hammer Down Army cars involved. Don't forget, Hammer Down Army drivers. Make sure to submit your results. HammerDownRacingReport.com, and do that by 3:00 on Thursdays. Grayson was there. Grayson had a good run on Saturday. Grayson Warner, I believe he finished 6th in the A-Main at Oakshade. But
he never reported it.
He did not report that. I'm going off of memory, just
Shame
talking to
on
him.
him.
So, yeah. If you want to be part of the Hammer Down Army, you can get these nice Hammer Down Racing Report stickers, 2 for $5. Go to speedygraphicsusa.com. There's a link on there for Hammer Down stickers, and you can fill that out, and somebody will get with you and get you those stickers there.
And you've got to remember the USA on that. Otherwise,
Speedy Graphics USA, yes. Yeah, I don't think speedygraphics.com exists unless you pay for it. It's one of those, like, hey, pay us $15,000. You can have this domain. So,
yeah,
all right, we got JJ standing by. We'll be with him in just a moment. The 2026 race season's in full swing at Oakshade Raceway. This weekend is I didn't update my copy, so last week's stuff. But it's the big one this weekend, the 10,000 to win birthday race, the penultimate event in the Summer Nationals. Gates will open Friday at noon for people that are going to be coming out and camping overnight. The race day is not till Saturday, and then anybody that comes in Friday has to get a ticket for Saturday's event or pit pass, whatever.
Right.
Then Saturday gates will be open at 10 a.m. until 4 p.m. for everybody to go into the pits. Don't need a pit pass. Your general admission ticket will get you in the pits. You can go back there, meet your favorite driver, get some pictures with them, talk to them, shake their hands, whatever you want to do.
And I think I saw that this is the 40th birthday race.
29th, I believe.
29th?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty sure it's
29th. I thought
29th.
I saw something that said 40.
I don't know where you would have seen that. I know the guy that does the website and
Really?
and the checks for it, the novelty checks. Yeah,
40 years. Okay. So it's 40 years of the Summer Nationals.
yeah. So that's what you saw the for. Yeah, it's the 29th.
Okay.
40 years of the Summer Nationals. So Summer Nationals have been around longer than the birthday race. There you go. Now I lost where I totally was on this.
I've succeeded.
Yeah. Hot laps will start at 6 o'clock this Saturday for the late models. The Summit Racing Equipment Modifieds also in action, and Super Stocks will also be in action. And then the racing will follow shortly after, probably some track prep after the qualifying and hot laps. So more information at oakshaderaceway.com. And you can also follow Oakshade Raceway on social media, Oakshade Raceway, where the fastest meet to race. Dippin' Motorsports, they deliver the performance parts racers need when they need them. From the shop to the racetrack, they keep you moving with everything from complete motors and carburetors to race-ready cars and dirt trucks. Backed by expert advice and proven high-quality components, Dippin' Motorsports helps keep you competitive and chasing wins. Don't wait until race day to find the right parts or your next motor. Call 419-283-8580. Visit DippinMotorsports.com. Dippin Motorsports, your trackside advantage. And he's learning to become a dirt track farmer.
Getting pretty good at track prep, I understand.
Yeah, they could have used him Tuesday at Montpelier there. But let's bring in this week's guest, who's standing by here. Which he's there. We just can't see him. There we go. Mr. J.J. Hickle, how's it going, sir?
Hey, it's good. Good to talk to you guys.
Good to have you back on. We had you on about
welcome back.
Almost 3 years to the date. I think it was the end of June last time we had you on. And
yeah, it's been a while. I filled out. It's funny. When you guys reached out, I'm like, oh shoot, I'd love to do it. And then we ended up we had it planned about a month ago, and then ended up winning a race between then and now. So worked out perfect.
Speaking of that, congratulations on that win this past Saturday at Knoxville in the 360. You're running both 410s and 360s out there, right?
Yeah, exactly. Thank you very much. And yeah, so I run my own operation in the 360 division, and then I drive for Matt Morrow Racing in the 410 division every Saturday night out there.
Okay. So what took you until the end? Well, until July, I guess, to get that first win.
Man, Knoxville's tough, and it's one of those places where it's 360, 410. It's really difficult. The fields are extremely stacked, and the guys that race there every week, they've got it figured out, and they've been racing there a long time, and it takes time. That's the big reason I'm racing my 360 there, is just to try to speed up this curve. Austin McCarl, he's one of the guys that I'm racing with all the time in the 410 deal, and then like him and Carson Bolt, they grew up like they've been in diapers at Knoxville Raceway. So I'm just trying to get all the laps I can, and I think that my guys Blake and Adam we've had a really good package all year, and I just think we've been kind of chipping away at it. And then this weekend, we actually put a different car together, and then first night out on that car, everything kind of slipped through the cracks, and we were able to pick one off. So it's a good deal.
Very good.
So that's the start of a trend, though, I'm thinking, right?
Man, I hope so. I hope it doesn't take another 35 years for me to win one in Knoxville. That's for sure, and I feel like where our program's out right now in both cars. I got out of the 360 and I was on the front row of the 410 race. We didn't fare so well. We faded back to 8th, but I mean, we're in position right now, and I feel like I'm only getting better, and I'm just starting to kind of scratch the surface of really understanding the nuances of Knoxville Raceway. So just going to keep grinding and keep racing. And yeah, I'd like to think that we'll pick off a couple more here sooner than later, but you cherish them when you can get them, and just try as hard as you can every weekend.
Now, would you consider Knoxville like the Taj Mahal of sprint car racing?
I mean, the Hall of Fame overlooks the track, and it's like you roll into town and it says the sprint car capital of the world everywhere. The sprint car capital of the world thing's kind of a funny thing, because like Pennsylvania, shoot, man, they race 80 times a year, and they scrape the snow off the track to start racing in the beginning of the year. So they're pretty hardcore out there too. But there's those couple weeks in August that I just think are just unmatched out here, and it's pretty special at Knoxville. And yeah, I just think the sprint car capital of the world with the Hall of Fame overlooking it, live on Dirt Vision every night. It's definitely the Mecca. It's a place that's got a lot of eyes on it all the time. And it's funny, that 360 race, it paid $2,000, and I'm not complaining at all or anything. I know what we're racing for, but shoot, for the notoriety I got and the amount of people that were happy for me and stuff, it's like I've won ASCS races kind of out in the middle of nowhere that people didn't even really know about, that paid 2 and 3 times that. So it's just, I think Knoxville's a really special, prestigious place.
Now you've been running there the past couple years, haven't you?
I ran there last year full time in the Mount Morrow car, and then just kind of hit and missed with my 63 car, and then this year I'm full time, and then I had one other full time season there in 2022 in the Eikenberry 25.
Gotcha. So you kind of gone back, because I know when we talked to you in 2023, you were running with the All-Stars, ended up finishing 6th that year in the points. Were you pleased with that performance with the All-Stars?
Well, to be honest with you, I was, we were in 4th or wherever we were in 4th, but it was like there was kind of the elite teams, and then the rest of the guys left, and we were kind of one of the guys left. And then about Nationals time, I actually fell off of the All-Star Tour and went and raced a car up in Michigan there with the Home Pro team. So I didn't actually finish off the All-Star deal, but to be dead honest with you, no, I was never satisfied with how we were doing out there. It was one of those deals where I felt like we were in an operation that was kind of meant to race regionally around Ohio, and we just got out a little bit over our skis resource-wise. Like I loved working with Andy, and I loved racing with Joe Sealing, and there was a lot of good things, but as the results were, as a competitor, it was pretty frustrating, because I didn't feel like we really were in position to have the success that you would like to have.
I know that you're focused primarily on feature wins. How are you stacking up in points this year since you're running Knoxville full time?
In the 360 class, we're in 3rd in points. You're only allowed to declare for one of them as a driver, but I own the one car and I drive the other one, so I'm declared in the 360 or in the 410s in the driver points. But in the 360 class, in the owner points, we're in 3rd in points, and we're not astronomically out of it. The top two guys have been pretty dominant this year. Tasker Phillips and Cade Higday have both been on their game just about every night. But with the speed we have and just kind of how stuff flops around there, and there's a lot of points to be had and swings there, I wouldn't say that we're out of it. We're going to keep digging in that deal. And then in the 410 deal, I'm also in third, which is, to be honest, I'm a little bit ahead. We're a little bit ahead of the game as far as kind of expectations. I mean, everybody wants to tell you, as a hired driver, I'm going to go in there and I'm going to win the championship. But like realistically, I thought that we would probably be in about the 4th to 5th place range this year. And so things have gone a little bit better than anticipated. Just, I think the learning curve with our whole team, like having an off season together and then coming out this year kind of guns a-blazing. We've just been really, really strong all year and been able to race really well. And we've been qualifying. We're still hitting and missing, but we're in third in both classes. And, as long as, like I said, there's big swings here. So until it's over, you really don't know. But I'm actually really proud of where we're at, honestly, in both of them, to be honest.
That's very impressive.
So how did you end up kind of running in Knoxville or ending up? Is that where are you based out of now? Because I know you're originally from Quilcene, Washington. You've kind of traveled all over the place, and now you're kind of focused on Knoxville. Why there? And I mean, how did that come about?
That's the sprint car capital of the world.
Well, yeah, but
come on,
but
Scott.
people could argue Fremont and Attica over in our neck of the woods are kind of big, and as he mentioned, Pennsylvania's huge. Yeah, so.
Well, and there's a lot of places you can race more. That's one thing. But man, a guy like me, I'm 35 years old, and I've just kind of been chasing opportunity around. And I felt like, for me, I live in Knoxville now, and my crew chief lives in Knoxville, and he's also a Washington transplant. And so for us, it made a lot of sense to start racing our own car around here, just because the track, where our race shop's a mile from the track, and there's just a lot of good things around here. But to be honest, the biggest thing was just the Matt Morrow opportunity. Like, I'm a guy that goes where there's opportunity. That's kind of what brought me out to Ohio. It's what brought me up to Michigan. And then just Matt Morrow's got an extremely nice race team, well put together. Everything, from top to bottom, he's got a lot of everything you want as a driver to go out and to succeed. And, a guy like that, I sat down with him and had dinner with him, and we kind of just put it all together, and he wasn't asking for nothing from me, which, this day and age, I don't come with a lot. I don't have, wealthy parents or nothing like that. So for a guy like him to kind of take a chance on somebody like me, who's not going to bring a bunch of money or anything, and just, we're going to go out there and try and get results. Number one, super grateful for that. And that's, that kind of loyalty, and just like, we're in our second year now, and he's made it pretty clear that he's happy to stick with me, and we're going to just keep building this thing and improving and getting better. And so for a guy like me, that stability is really, really hard to find in this industry, especially without like something that you're bringing to the table. So extremely grateful to be where I'm at. And just, it makes a lot of sense to get the opportunity to race his car every Saturday night. I feel like it makes me better to bring my car out, and then I can race my car around here as well. And then I've also been fortunate enough to get hooked up and drive the DGRD 6 car at like Houston Speedway and all sorts of 410 races around here. So I'm on pace to race more this year than I ever have, and I couldn't be more grateful. And I feel like that's how you have good runs, really.
Now, some nights you're running both cars, but how many nights do you think you're going to get in this summer?
Well, nights-wise, I probably won't get as many, but I'm just talking mains-wise. I'm hoping to get close to 80 races in, was kind of my goal. And I think that's, most, like this Friday, we would have gone to Lake Ozark, but the weather doesn't look very good. And so, like, we've got a lot of weekends here where we've got 4 races in 3 nights, kind of boom, 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 because we'll go to Houston on Sunday, most every Sunday as well. And so, and I was lucky enough to get to go race with Jerry Bray out there in Arizona at the beginning of the year. And then we got to take the Gainey stuff out and do a bunch of racing. So before the year even started, whether we were doing awesome or not, I was getting a lot of laps in and getting to be, sharp and in mid-season form a lot earlier.
Well, speaking of a lot of races, there's a lot of racing coming up in our neck of the woods next week with the high limit. You've run a couple high limit and a couple World of Outlaw races this year. Any chance you could get out to Ohio this next week, or no plans to run the Brad Doty at Attica, all the stuff leading up to the King's Royal and all that?
Man, I would love to do something like that, but I happen to be at, I mean, not happen to be, but my obligations are at Knoxville every Saturday night to race there for points. It just wouldn't make sense for me to haul out to Ohio and then leave before the Kings Royal. Like, it would be so hard to justify that. And so, and to be honest with you, Kings Royal weekend, that's kind of one in my personal car, the 63 car that we have circled. Knoxville Raceway, they have a booster club there, and all these incredibly great people put together. It pays $20,000 to win the 360 race on the night of the Kings Royal. And I mean, it pays $20,000 to win, 15 for second, 10 for third, 2,000 all the way down into the top 10. So it's just an incredible race that they put on for all the locals that kind of are real Knoxville bona fide locals that are going to stick with it, and like, not to say Ryan Timms isn't, like, I think he's probably going to go to Eldora, but he's so gosh darn good that he's a mile ahead in the points that when he leaves and comes back, he will still be leading the points.
Jeez. So how well do you like Knoxville? The way I look at it is, I've never raced on either of these tracks, but to me, Knoxville kind of looks like a little bit less banked Eldora. Is there any truth to that? I mean, is there any similarity between the two tracks?
They're pretty damn different, to be honest with you. Like, Eldora's the banking is obviously the big difference, but that black dirt at Knoxville is just very unique. It's like, it seems like at Knoxville, you're always, even when it's slick across, you're still finding sticky spots. Whereas at Eldora, when it's slick across, you're kind of just floating around out there. And it's just the way that the track progresses and stuff is quite a bit different. But man, Knoxville's really, really unique. In the beginning, when I first started going there, I'm like, it's kind of boring. I don't really like it, but sort of like fishing. Then you start learning all the jigs and all the techniques and how to open up your wingboard and follow guys a certain way. And then you realize that, like, these guys that are good here aren't just good because they have good motors. Like, they're good because they understand the subtle art to it. And I really do feel like it's one of the most technical, difficult places to race a sprint car. And so it's a great place to learn all year long, but I don't know that I would say, like, if I had a 16-year-old kid that I was going to have develop as a racer, I would probably put him out on like an all-star tour or something, more so than to just race Knoxville every week, just because it's so different than anywhere else you go. Like, it's very, very one-off, unless you go to another big flat half-mile fairgrounds track, kind of a one-off type of place. Whereas even Eldora just races like a bigger version of, like, a bank 3/8 that we kind of go to all the time. Like, I was surprised that when I went to Eldora, how just normal it felt, and like the walls and the banking and everything. You're hauling ass, but it doesn't even really, it's all kind of relative, Whereas Knoxville, you get in there and, like, it's flat and you feel like the guardrail is going to rip your wing off. And it's just different feel for sure.
I bet. I've seen some pretty wicked accidents there too. I mean, the one time I've actually been to Knoxville in person, there was those guardrails are hard, I think, harder than they look. But have you had any incidents since running there?
Yeah, I mean, I've had a few bad crashes there. I think almost everybody that's raced there has, but like, probably the worst one I had in recent memory was a couple of years ago. I was racing there and just got caught up, and a couple of guys got together on the front straightaway, and I just, got launched through the air. And it's just nothing there small. The speeds you're going, it does suck to crash there. That's kind of one of the downsides. I mean, I wish we raced for $200,000 or, the Knoxville Nationals or whatever. I wish those big races were kind of at smaller tracks. It's, for a lot of reasons at times, but I just feel like that the speeds and the danger that comes with it or whatever is just kind of part of what makes it so prestigious and mystical, I guess,
So last time we talked to you, you said Atomic was probably your favorite track. Is that still true, or is Knoxville growing on you?
I mean, I like Knoxville, but I wouldn't say, like, if I was going to go out and just, like, rip a sprint car around for one night, like, I really, when Atomic's right, it's really, really fun just to make laps around. I mean, it just, like, there could be no other cars on the track and you're still pushing it all the time. I get asked all the time what my favorite racetrack is, and I don't ever have, like, a real, actual great answer, but Atomic's a great racetrack. There's a place here in Iowa. They actually race there tomorrow with the Sprint Invaders at Lee County Speedway at Donaldson, Iowa. It's just got a really good shape, and it's an awesome place too. And there's a whole bunch of just gems, little places. Like the Sprint Invaders are a great series because there's these places that you don't even you don't see much or hear about or anything that are just awesome little racetracks. And, and another one that was always on my list of places that because Grays Harbor Raceway at home and I-96 up in Michigan, I always thought raced really, really similar. And so I wouldn't say when I watch a race at either one, they put on the best racing, but for me as a driver, really enjoy running around those places, like big, fast 3/8 kind of high banked or fun places to race around.
I have raced at I-96.
Yeah.
I raced at the same track JJ Hickle raced at. So.
Yeah, track record holder there. I watch every week and see if it's going to come down. I got sprint cars there. Me and my buddy that was my crew chief, we always laugh about it. Like, stayed up another week.
What is your track record there?
Shoot, I don't know, but I have it. It's my buddy gave me like a billboard thing. It's 13978, June 30th, 3.
That is hauling. That's
Yeah.
That's a big 3/8 mile. So
That's a cool place.
yeah, wow. Was that? I'm assuming that was a 410 then.
No, that was 360.
Was it 360?
Really?
Yep.
Wow.
That was a GLSS race.
Okay. Great Lakes Super Sprints. We like Barry. Barry's a good guy.
He's awesome. Great promoter.
Absolutely. So I know you got the World of Outlaws. You probably are watching it as you're talking to us right now.
Nothing's happening yet.
Okay. They're up at Hartford tonight, up in Michigan. There's a lot of racing in Michigan tonight.
Oh, yeah.
So, speaking of racing and sprint car racing, we have a lot of our dirt late model guys on. We always ask them who they think is the current best dirt late model driver in the country right now. So I'm going to ask you what current sprint car driver would you say is the best driver in the country right now?
Man, I had that one dialed. It was Bobby Pierce for the late models.
Yeah, well, yeah, it's easy for the late models.
Man, it'd be hard to go against gravel. It really would. But Buddy Kofoid's at the top of his game right now too. It's right now as far as like a whole team that's really, I feel like kind of the dominant team. I would be gravel just because he can qualify better than Kofoid. But racing wise, man, I mean, if I had to choose who I wanted to watch every night, it would be Kofoid. He's extremely fun to watch. But gravel's like, gravel races how I would more so like to if I had a hired driver, I'd be like, that's slow and steady, wins the race. He does a lot of really, really calculated, really smart things. And I'm not saying Buddy doesn't, but Buddy is he has to push a lot more because of their poor qualifying. And man, he's fun to watch. Watching those two tussle right now, it's been awesome.
And Rico's fun.
Oh, the high limit Rico and Aaron both are also like,
yeah.
I think Aaron's like, he really impresses. Like when he's on, that's the thing is I think those two are just a slight bit more inconsistent. But when either one of them are on, they're right at the elite of the elite, top of the spear.
One of our listeners just posted that
Gravel broke the track record at Hartford tonight.
Just now.
Yeah, they're just getting ready to push Heat 1. I'm actually going to get done with this, and then I'm going to get on the drivers projects doing like a live like basically race companion type of thing with it.
Nice.
Where we just we just kind of BS the whole time, but it's fun.
There you go.
We'll wrap things up here pretty quick for you then. You got merch available?
Yep, Shop Track Threads, or it might be just trackthreads.com or Shop Track Threads, but yep, it's all my stuff. Just go to the drivers section, JJ Hickle on there. I've got 63 stuff, 2M stuff, all the good stuff.
I think you have that link on your JJ Hickle Racing Facebook page as well.
Yep,
so.
That's what I update anybody that follows me on social media. I'm terrible on Twitter. I'm terrible on Instagram, and I know how to use Facebook. I'm 35 years old. That's what I use.
Well, that makes me feel better because I'm 50 and I still use Facebook. So
Yeah.
I
We're
get
not going to
tagged
compare.
and find it.
Not going to compare ages.
Oh, sorry, Ron. You're not on TikTok then, huh?
Nope, don't even have it on my phone.
All right, I appreciate that. I respect you so much more now. So, what about sponsors? You got sponsors you need to give a shout out to?
Or crew guys.
Definitely my crew. I mean, everybody, the 2M team's got a big old team. Like, Matt is awesome. He leads the way. He's got Jeff, Caden, Grubel's Jeff, and then, Gentry, all sorts of kids on that deal. Maddox, my girlfriend Joanne, she's like the tire guy on that deal. They have a whole bunch of people that pitch in on that deal every single weekend. And then also we've got the people, the 63 cars, basically just me, Blake, and Adam for the most part, and then Joanne helps me with everything behind the scenes. And man, those people are the ones that do the most. Like, I mean, the sponsors are huge, and you got to have sponsors, and obviously my car owners and everything like that. But all the people in the pits every week, because we got 2 cars pitted next to each other. I'm too hot. I'm cranky most of the time, and like all those people they're great. You know, they make it possible for me to go out and, you know, race 2 cars side by side at Knoxville. Like being a kid from Washington and getting to go race, like we literally played a video game called Road to Knoxville as kids, you know, and so the fact that I get to walk out of a trailer and see like 2 cars that are capable of winning every Saturday night there it's pretty surreal, and just super appreciative to, you know, the Mount Morrow team for believing in me, and then my own guys for working way too hard for not near enough money.
So what's the next race you got coming up then?
Saturday night, double duty at Knoxville in the 63, and then Sunday night in the 6 car at Huset's. And then yeah, shout out to Dennis and Betty Gainey as well for the opportunity to run the 6 car. That's been it's been a really good deal, and just more laps. I mean, laps are everything, and just having the resources to make that happen has been awesome.
So is it a good food place around Knoxville? I know last time we talked to you, you're all about finding the niche food places around different tracks.
I just went to the Chinese buffet for the first time, and I don't know, the locals might hang me for this, but it's pretty damn good. Like, they just redid the whole inside, and the Chinese buffet has a lot of good stuff, and it's super reasonably priced. So you'd be surprised. That was probably, you know, there's a smash burger place in town that's really good. But Knoxville, you know, for they have 3 Mexican restaurants and like not much else. It's just the craziest thing.
Should get some of them as sponsors. What about up by Huset's then?
I don't really. We just roll in there, like roll right to the racetrack, and then get out of there and get home about 6 or 7 in the morning. I did
eat
get
a hot dog and go home.
Yeah, pretty much. I did get to go to tailgaters with, like, you know, I got to go. I know they support the McCarls, and I think they support the racetrack. And there was a rain out one night there. And to be honest, it was one of the most fun nights of the whole year when it rained out. Everybody had a great time. Like, it was Tim's team and all the McCarls and all, you know, there was probably 6 or 8 teams in there, Eichenberry's team. And it was a blast. We're playing 8-person darts and stuff. But yeah, so tailgaters, that's a cool place. I mean, anywhere that serves food and supports racing is, I'm a fan of that. And then one more in Knoxville, there's a place, Kay's Cupcakes, man. It's like a little cupcake bakery, and they just started serving wraps on every day. And I go there and I get 2 or 3 wraps for me and my guys a couple times a week. So it's a good place.
You're going to need to keep driving both cars to stay in shape, eating all that stuff.
That's for sure.
JJ Hickle, pleasure talking to you. Appreciate the time tonight. Have fun watching the World of Outlaw race this evening.
So
and good luck this weekend, too.
He's got some shows coming up this weekend. How are we going to pick one for him to win?
We're going to go with the 360 because that's
okay. Yeah,
get another.
You do remember that deal, right? That our
the 410s, we're right there.
Our guests typically go on, or frequently go on, to win the next race. So
didn't I talk to you guys last time and then like sweep Butler the next weekend? Or
that might have been.
Could be.
I'm not sure exactly what it was, or I either did that or won at I-96 or something, but it was, you guys told me that, and then we won, and I'm like, oh, yeah, I wish I could go on there for a week, and then I didn't hear from me for 3 years. They were down 3 years, I tell you.
All right, well, you're good for the rest of the year then. You got the 410, you got both wins. Hell, make it a sweep this weekend.
And I hope so. We'll do our best, and yeah, just put our best foot forward, and hopefully have some fun here in the heat.
All right, man. Always great talking to you. Very humble.
Thanks, JJ.
Yeah, we'll see you, guys. JJ. Yep.
Bye.
Bye. There you go, JJ Hickle. Look for him to sweep this weekend at Knoxville in the 410, 360, and then up at Huset's.
That'd get our guest list going on steroids.
They'll be lining up.
That's it.
Always great talking to him. I was listening to our first time we talked to him. He was just as nice. Whether it's a late model, modified, or street stock, every body part counts. That's why you should choose Dominator Race Products, the go-to source for hood scoops, ultimate body panels, wheel covers, nose and tail components, body fasteners, and more. All engineered tough for the track. Order online anytime at DominatorRaceProducts.com or call 419-923-6970. You can also get Dominator products from your local reputable race shop. For quality parts, they keep you dominating the field Trust Dominator Race Products.
Have you been following their expansion, the big
I've
build?
been seeing some posts, but
boy, it's going to be
is
impressive.
that's at a different location than where he is now?
No, I think it's
Is
right
it
there.
in
Yeah.
the same? Because I keep looking over there, trying to, as we're going to Oakshade every
Yeah.
week. I'm like, has he got it? I can't really tell. Maybe it's behind.
Yeah.
So I have to get off of Central there to see it. But let's not much racing news, but we do have some in-depth racing news, and we do have that Hammer Down Hotline text coming up as well. So let's get this over with first.
Latest racing news.
So Mansfield, actually, both of these both have to do with Mansfield, due to the problem on Friday there with the rain canceling the Lucas Oil show. Mansfield is offering a one-time accommodation for guests who wish to request a refund or rain credit from this past Friday's Freedom 250. This accommodation applies only to this event. The event was billed as non-refundable, but they decided to offer a one-time refund for this event, even though many events were completed. I think it was only a few heat races. Well, hot lap, I guess that hot laps qualifying kind of counts, but
That's not
I
quite
think
an
it's
event.
Yeah, definitely the right choice there made
Absolutely.
by them. For complete details, you can go to Mansfield Speedway's Facebook page or give them a call. I think there's a certain amount of time you have to request that refund.
There's probably about 45 seconds left.
I think it was like a week or two, but and the 11th hour move of the Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series from Atomic Speedway to Mansfield Speedway for Friday's series event wasn't about severing ties with Atomic and its owner Charlie Vest, even after hearing concerns about the track during the off-season. Amid several reports of legal challenges by creditors, the National Tour Lucas Series
Right.
remained committed to one of its longtime Ohio stops, requiring only that Atomic fund the event purse in advance. A safeguard the Chillicothe area facility met before March's Buckeye Spring 50, but they could not satisfy that ahead of this past Friday's event, the Freedom 250. In Monday's press release announcing the event's relocation, a week ago, Monday's press release, that is, Atomic said the 3/8 mile oval is, quote, working through its current situation and transition, unquote.
I've seen some shows that they're scheduling, so it's not like they've got their tail between their legs running away.
Apparently that quote prompted the series to seek an alternative venue, the Lucas Oil Series, and
Right.
that's how they ended up there at Mansfield. Vest echoed that sentiment during a Facebook Live last week, saying the decision to relinquish the Lucas Oil date was made to preserve the remainder of Atomic's season as the Speedway works through its current financial challenges, rather than jeopardize the facility's future, as it became increasingly likely that Atomic wouldn't be able to host the event. Schwally began eagerly exploring alternatives besides Mansfield, West Virginia, tracks Elkins Speedway and West Virginia Motor Speedway, along with Skyline Speedway in Stewart, Ohio, were considered as potential replacements. Expanding Muskegon's weekend into a Friday-Saturday doubleheader, like the event had been contested in 2022 and 2023, was also on the table with the promoter. The series was also prepared to reduce the winner share from $25,000 to $15,000 to make another venue feasible on such short notice. Mansfield, however, quickly emerged as Schwally's preferred contingency plan, especially after the photos he saw of the Speedway's racing surface following June 27th's 410 sprint car program. Having watched the facility's progress since it hosted the World of Outlaws Late Model Series at the end of May, a weekend affected by a rough and dusty track, but one that also showcased the Speedway's potential after Rocket chassis co-owner Mark Richards helped rework the racing surface overnight and praised the facility's upside. Schwally believed the 4/10 mile oval, I almost said 410, look at 410. The 4/10 mile oval was ready if Atomic fell through. In fact, Matt Tifft, the Matt Tifft-owned Mansfield Oval, was effectively secured before Schwally's final conversation with Vest on Monday. Schwally said he and Vest maintained an open dialogue, and once it became clear Atomic couldn't move forward, the two worked together on an alternative. Vest later thanked Tift for ensuring the success of the event by handing it off to him and his team, although Friday's Mansfield program was washed out by the torrential thunderstorm during the third heat race. So they got two in, and it was the third heat race. Schwally considered the communication between his team and Tift's team at Mansfield a success. He said the series and Tift have already reached what he described as a generic gentleman's agreement to return next season.
Ooh.
So there you go. And that's all the news I have.
That's it?
Yeah, that's it. I didn't really have time to look up a lot of stuff this week, so keeping it short. This week in motorsports history, also short, the very first Brad Doty Classic held at Attica Raceway Park back in 1989 on July 12th was won by, take a guess. Big name sprint car guy in 1989. Putting you on the spot.
Kinzer.
You got it. Steve Kinzer.
Steve, yeah. Not Sheldon.
Nope. Steve Kinzer won the inaugural Brad Doty Classic back in 1989. Then it moved to Limeland for a few years and then back to Attica.
In 1989, it certainly wouldn't have been Cap Henry, but boy, he's been on a
If he was racing, if he found the telephone booth from Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure and traveled back in time.
That's it.
I'm not sure would he need his car, or could he pilot one of those cars from back then?
I don't know.
How different are they, I wonder?
I'll bet a lot.
Yeah, they look pretty similar, though. I know they changed, but late models, I saw a shirt, I think it was. It kind of showed late models from, like, the 70s to now, and, like, each year, the winner of, I think it was a World 100 shirt. It showed, like, the winner of the World 100. The first couple looked like a car you'd see out on the street, just a regular stock car, and then they started getting the nose things going, and then the early 80s, just the doorstop-looking things, and it was just weird the way they progressed over the years.
Then in the mid-'80s, they went to the stock appearing, the 40-inch noses, and they were totally different than the wedge-shaped cars.
Yeah, and now we got these things that are all finagled,
Twisted.
weird. Yeah.
Have you been paying any attention to the roofs on some of the new cars? The roofs are moved way, way to the left, and the left rear corner is hiked way up. I got to believe that that's the next thing the tech inspectors are going to be looking at.
Droop on the left side, or the right side?
Yeah.
And left side. Let's do our Hammer Down hotline, actually. I didn't have a chance today to take a screenshot of this, so we'll just read it to you here. Again, though, if you want to leave a message for us or something to talk about, feel free to call the Hammer Down hotline. Right there's the number, 419-318-3081, 419-318-3081. Call or text anytime, day or night. Or if you have a question for Ron's Tech Tips.
Right.
Tech Tips with the Professor. Tech Talk with the Professor.
That's it.
I'll get it right.
Not TikTok, TikTok.
Tech Talk.
I'm not a TikToker,
But you're a Tech Talker?
We'll do TikTok.
I'm so freaking confused. So here's the message we got here. This is just a regular one here. I know this wouldn't be a fix. I know this wouldn't be a fix-all for races threatened by weather. What do you think of tracks having an inclement weather race format? So it looks like weather might be an issue. Have pill draws for all heats. If guys are not lined up and ready to go out, then they don't go out. No waiting around. Maybe skip intermission, pretty much tighten up the show and try to get it in. I think tracks kind of do that already. I mean, not necessarily throwing away qualifying, because like a series like the Summer Nationals,
Sure.
it's kind of part of their rules. They're not going to change the format. But a local track, a local show could do that.
A lot of tracks are working right straight through the night, abandoning the intermission in the middle, and
a lot of tracks will try and rush the show through if there is weather threatening. And then I know Fremont's been doing they do the qualifying and then just features. I know it's not a rain thing. That's just something they do sometimes, right?
Right.
I mean, that's kind of an option too.
And sometimes it's right straight through with twin features.
Yeah, that's what I meant. Yeah.
Twin 20s or twin
so it's
25s.
not. You're still getting the same amount of racing as a fan, but you're getting twice the features without the heat races. Yeah, I know that back in the 80s, they used to have some tracks had some kind of unwritten rules, like, well, if we get 8 events in, that's considered a full event,
A full show.
so there's no refunds. So I don't know that anybody has that anymore, or maybe they
I think
do.
there is some point during the show where they and they have predetermined that's a full show.
And again, that's one of those
Maybe all the heat races or one of the features. I don't know.
it's one of those reasons I would not want to be a track
promoter.
promoter. Because weather just throws so much of a monkey wrench in everything you do, and it's a
year
financial thing too. It's a financial risk. It is. Unless you're maybe a weather forecaster, maybe a weather forecaster would make a good racetrack promoter.
I doubt it.
Bill Spencer could run a racetrack.
They're only right about 60% of the time.
Well, heck,
That means you've got 40% chance of rain out.
all right, fair enough. We'll do how many here real quick and give away Speedy Sponsor sticker. Check out speedysponsors.com for information on your favorite series, track, driver, and sponsors. And you can support those businesses that support racing.
I haven't seen anything about Butler, if it's still...
If they're still running things in, yeah, Dave, send me a text or something. Let me know what's going on at Butler there. Put a comment in. Last we heard, they were running in the track when we started, so we figured we had some time before the Summer Nationals stuff got started there at Butler tonight. We'll give you an update here shortly. In the meantime, it is time for How Many? Time to give away some stuff, because that's what we do, and I don't know why.
How many?
So last week's How Many was how many late models would be at Montpelier for their Summer Nationals event.
Right.
You got it right on the nose.
I did.
34. That was the number. I guess 33. I don't remember. Did I go first last week?
Yes, you did.
So I could have.
And I told you that I was going for the exact number, not my favorite number, which is 35.
Which is good, because we would have had a tie then. So we did have one person actually guess correctly. We had several 35s. I thought we were going to have to spin the wheel, but then I found Peyton Hovis in his comment on our YouTube video.
Oh.
He guessed 34. And he waited until, I think, like 1:26, I think it said, on Tuesday afternoon. So
Really?
good move for Peyton. Congratulations. You have a body panel from the Ocho.
And he knew that it wasn't going to rain at that point.
I guess so.
Yeah.
So you will have 30 days to hot laps around the track, Dave says, for what's
good.
going on at Butler. So we should be done in time then for anything. 30 days to pick up your Speedy Sponsor sticker. I'll hold it here, I guess, since you have to come here to get the body. Or I could bring it to the track, but then you're not going to get to choose. I have a couple quarter panels and a couple doors to choose from. So let me know what you want and what you want to do, and after the show, get a hold of me. Yeah. So for another chance to get another one of those body panels, race-used body panels, Butler is qualifying the modified right now. They're in a... Oh, thank you, Don, for getting several updates there. So this week's How Many? This one's we're going back to the math problems, because you like those.
Ooh, baby.
Yeah, and there's a lot of big races coming up this weekend and into next week. So, sticking with the late models, and we're going to throw some sprint stuff in here.
It wouldn't surprise me with everything happening at Eldora.
How many late models will be at Oakshade for the Summer Nationals event on Saturday? Plus, how many sprints are going to be at Fremont on Monday? That's a high limit show, right? I believe. Yeah. And then World of Outlaws, Brad Doty Classic on Tuesday. How many there? So it's all pluses. How many late models at Oakshade, plus how many sprints at Fremont on Monday, plus how many sprints at Attica on Tuesday. 410 sprints. I don't think there's any support classes anyways, but so yeah, that total. So if you think there's 20 late models at Oakshade, 20 sprints at high limit sprints at Fremont on Monday, and say 20 at Attica, then your guess would be 60. That's how that math works. And 20 is just a number we're throwing out. So did you figure out your number yet?
Oh, I did.
Okay. Put your guess in the comments of the Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or you can do it on Spotify. We're going to give you you only have till Saturday, because that'll be the first event. Saturday at 4 p.m. That's when gates open at 10, but most people are there by 4. So we'll give you till 4 o'clock to get your guess in. So we got guesses ranging so far from 80 to 127.
Have you got your number?
I do not. I'm waiting for your number, and I'm waiting for more guesses to come in.
101.
101.
Number of Dalmatians.
Okay. Do you have a breakdown of that? What that's going to look like?
Yeah. In order, 36, 38, 27.
All right. I'll have a breakdown then. I'm going to go with... wait, I should probably...
102, aren't you?
I don't know yet. Let me add up my numbers. I'm going to go with 35 at Oakshade plus 37 at Fremont plus 33 on Tuesday. What's that add up to?
I don't know.
That would be 70 plus 35. That's 105.
Sounds good.
We're going with 105.
Sounds good.
All right. So there you go. You have until Saturday, 4 o'clock to get your guess in. That's 4 o'clock Eastern. Again, you can do it on Spotify comments, the comments of our Facebook Live or the YouTube Live. And you don't have to be watching it live. You can come back and put the comment. As long as it's before 4 o'clock on Saturday, you're good. And you'll have an opportunity to win a race used panel off of the Ocho, my race car.
Slightly abused or slightly used.
They're not bad. I probably would hang one of them.
Slightly used, never abused.
Never abused.
Right.
Fully legible. Just be careful. There might be some sharp edges on it. I don't want anybody to cut themselves. And you'll get a Speedy Sponsor sticker. So there you go.
To cover up the sharp spots.
Yes. And now it's time for Tech Talk, not TikTok. Tech Talk with the professor.
Right.
What do you got this week?
Scott, I think you had a question too, didn't you? That somebody sent in.
Yeah.
Let's hit that one first.
I gotta read that to you. I texted it to you, and then I thought you had it. That would have been. All right, here we go. Lake Erie Speedway has dirt late models racing on the asphalt Saturday. What changes would the teams have to make to the cars for racing on asphalt? How would you drive the car in a situation like that? I can't tell you on late models, but both of you and I have experience driving dirt cars on asphalt at Sandusky.
I can tell you that the setup
is
is totally different, Scott. You go with more of a static setup on pavement. Pick up your left side percentages. Probably as much as 60, 58% left side weight, and probably about 56 or 57% left rear bite. So it's going to be totally different. Spring packages will be different, but you're going to have fun. I promise that.
I just put on different tires. I think I made a J-bar adjustment once.
Right.
I know the biggest thing about racing on asphalt as opposed to dirt is the way you enter the corner. You can it's almost like, and I've learned from running on asphalt how to race on a super,
black slick track.
Drive it in straight. Don't try and throw it in sideways.
Yeah, you definitely want to keep the car straighter. And then the setup that I was talking about is going to encourage the car to stay straight.
Don Henry says heavier right front spring on asphalt.
Yep. Absolutely.
He knows about late models. We learned a lot about him at the Hall of Fame. Hopefully you listened to that. And
I did.
That was kind of cool.
Now, part two.
Oh, I'm sorry. We got more.
Part two of Tech Talk, which is, and this one is totally unrelated to what we just discussed. I've had some questions lately about how to bleed a clutch. I've had people tell me, I've laid down on the ground and I've run a whole bottle of brake fluid through it and I can't get the clutch to work. And I'm going to tell you, it works for clutches and it works for brakes. You can even forget bleeding it if you're patient, but especially with the clutch, have someone sit in the car. You can bleed it a little bit if you want, but real rapidly pump the brake pedal or the clutch pedal 5 or 6 times, then quickly release it and let it rest for maybe 10 seconds. And if you do that 6 or 8 times, you'll wind up with a really full pedal. And what happens is when you pump the brakes, it compresses the air that is still trapped in the brake lines. And when you quickly release it, that fluid sweeps back up into the master cylinder. And if you're watching the master cylinder, you'll even see the little air bubbles come up. First couple times it'll be a big blurp, and after that,
that's the technical term, a big blurp.
Yep. But after that, you'll see bubbles coming up, and like I say, 5, 6, maybe 7 times, you'll get a good pedal.
Okay.
Quick and easy.
Well, I know bleeding the clutch on that transmission I have.
Right.
It takes a little bit.
There's a bleeder, but
it takes a little bit. But then when it does, where it's like, it's all of a sudden
boom,
it's
there
good.
It is.
Yeah.
But I'm telling you, follow my procedure. Pump it real rapidly 5 or 6 times, and quickly let it up. Let it rest for about 10 seconds.
Now, would that work with a Burt transmission?
Yes.
Okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
Especially with a Burt type transmission.
Well, I hope you wrote down some notes there for all that. Let's go over our Speedy Graphics race menu for this weekend.
Fine.
Because, for this weekend and beyond, I should say, we got a lot
next
coming
7
up here.
days.
Yep.
This weekend's racing menu.
And beyond. Of course, tonight, Butler, the Dirt Car Summer Nationals there with the late models and modifieds. I believe only the 2 classes running there. No support classes. Gates opened earlier. They're open now. Racing was scheduled to start at 7:30, but I guess had some rain
delayed.
Run through earlier. They should be just about wrapping up qualifying, I believe, if not shortly. So racing, I would guess, would be starting probably about 5 minutes after we finish the show, right? Just say yes.
Yeah. Whatever.
Friday night, and this is weird, there's nothing going on in our area.
Well, Crystal.
Well, not in our area, our immediate area, that our tracks we normally cover, which I thought was strange.
Yeah, but Summer Nationals is a big deal, so we'll count Crystal in.
Saturday, July 11th, Oakshade Raceway, the 29th annual birthday race with the UMP late models, 10,000 to win, UMP modifieds, 1,500 to win, and the Dominator Super Stocks are racing for 550 to win this weekend. Gates open at 10 a.m. I forgot to change the P there. We're not opening at 10 p.m. Opens at 10 a.m. Hot laps and qualifying will start at 6. General admission is going to be $20 there. So still a pretty good deal. Tickets a little bit more than a regular show, but
not as
I think cheaper than most of the other Summer National shows.
Absolutely.
Yeah. That's going to be a big show. Flat Rock Speedway's Royal Truck and Trailer Triple 50s night with the Outlaw Super Late Model Street Stocks and Figure 8s. Gates open at 5 p.m. with racing at 7. General admission is $21. And Butler Speedway, quick turnaround. Running again Saturday with fireworks.
Yeah, that
tonight.
Surprised me.
Yeah, I had to double check that. I was like,
yeah, me too.
Okay. And it's fireworks. I was like, is this leftover from last week? But 410 Sprint Street Stocks and 4 cylinders on Saturday at Butler. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission is $18 for that show. Then Sunday, Wayne County. It's the Dirt Car Summer Nationals finale with the UMP late models. The modifieds, they continue on, but modifieds will be running there as well. Super stocks and compacts also in action. Gates open at 3, racing at 7. General admission $25 there Sunday at Wayne County. Monday, we're going to Fremont Speedway for the Hollywood Casino High Stakes Showdown with the Interstate Batteries High Limit Racing Series sprints. Gates open at 4, racing at 7:30. General admission's $42 for that show.
Cheap.
Yes, there's going to be some big names there. Tuesday, Attica Raceway Park, Ohio Logistics Brad Doty Classic, featuring the World of Outlaws NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series. Gates open at 3 on Tuesday, racing at 7:30. General admission, a few dollars cheaper on Tuesday, $38. And then the idea is all these sprint guys are going to head to Eldora for the rest of the week.
What a surprise.
Starting on Wednesday, as they lead up to the Kings Royal. The Double Down Duels will be Wednesday, July 15th with the Interstate Battery High Limit Series. Gates open at 2, racing at 8 p.m. General admission, $35 there on Wednesday. Thursday, Joker's Jackpot, also with the Interstate Batteries High Limit Series at Eldora. Gates open at 2, racing at 7:30. General admission, $45. And then we'll talk about Friday and Saturday, which will be World of Outlaws events at Eldora to finish off that week. So big week of sprint car racing starting.
Absolutely.
Got great late model racing this weekend, and then sprint car racing all next week. So something for everybody. At least I would hope so.
Yeah.
Weekend weather pit stop. This is something that what do we got this week, Ron?
Well, Scott, scattered showers tonight. I think it's done raining at Butler, but I'm not sure.
But I'm not sure. Here, I'll check the radar.
Yeah, but the radar's not going to show everything. Friday, showers early in the day. I think by race time. What's that?
There's nothing over there.
Okay.
Over on the southern part of
Anyway,
Michigan.
Friday night, showers early in the day. Race time, everything will be great. Saturday is a picture-perfect day, Scott.
It's supposed to be cooler, right?
It's supposed to be a little bit cooler, lower humidity, low 80s. It's going to be a perfect day for racing. Saturday, there's Sunday, tiny chance of rain, about 80, 81 degrees.
Nice.
Monday at Eldora, the heat returns.
Fremont.
Yeah, Monday at Fremont, yep. The heat returns near 90. The humidity's coming up, and that heat dome that we had a couple of weeks ago is coming back, and probably going to last a lot longer this time, maybe clear to the beginning of August.
Oh, goody.
Yeah. Tuesday, more heat, 95, with maybe a 10% chance of rain. Wednesday, hot and humid, muggy, mid-90s.
So pretty much it sounds like the same thing every day next week.
The rain isn't going to be too bad. It's going to be drying out, but, man, it's going to be hot and muggy.
Crew chief told me it was time to wash my fire suit Tuesday. It was pretty rank.
I'll bet.
So maybe it'll be all right Saturday night then. We're in the lower 80s. So very cool. Other action this weekend. Great Lakes Super Sprints will be at Circle City Raceway over in Indianapolis tomorrow night, Friday night. Lucas Oil Late Model Dirt Series, they'll be at 34 Raceway in Iowa. That's also happening tonight. Then Lucas Oil Speedway, it's the Salute to Forest. That's Friday, July 10th. And then what do we got? The 20th CMH Diamond Nationals on Saturday, July 11th. Adams County Speedway in Iowa, Tuesday, July 14th. They're going to be there. Then it's the Go 50 at Shelby County Speedway in Harlan, Iowa on Thursday, next week, night of our next show. So I guess we'll have to wrap up early again next week, but Iowa's an hour behind, so that helps. Dirt Car Summer Nationals, as you mentioned, Crystal Motor Speedway on Friday. We've already covered Oakshade and Wayne County.
Right.
Last two stops on that 30 race tour. Not including the rainouts.
I think it was 33 out of 30.
It's a lot of races.
Yeah, buddy.
And not a lot of time. World of Outlaw NOS Energy Drink Sprint Car Series, the Pure Michigan Showdown at Hartford Speedway. That is tonight. And then it's off to Wilmot Raceway in Wisconsin Friday and Saturday for that series. World of Outlaw Late Models, Battle at the Border at Sharon Speedway. That's Friday and Saturday night. ARCA Menard Series, they're going to be at Lime Rock Park, the ARCA 100 on the road course there. That's Friday at 4 p.m. on FS2. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series will also be with them at Lime Rock on Saturday, July 11th at 1 p.m. on FS1. NASCAR O'Reilly Series and the Cup Series both at Echo Park Speedway, formerly Atlanta Motor Speedway. O'Reilly Series Focused Health 250 will be Saturday at 7 o'clock on the CW. And then the Cup Series Quaker State 400 will be Sunday at 7 p.m. on TNT. So a couple of evening races there.
Under the lights.
So hashtag Speedy if you haven't done that yet. Put that in the comments of our Facebook Live, YouTube Live, or on Twitch, because we're going to do that drawing for a free Hammer Down Race Report window sticker courtesy is SpeedyGraphicsUSA.com, which if you don't win, you can always order, get a pair for $5. 2 for 1 deal. Can't beat that.
Or only $2.50 each, minimum purchase of 2.
There you go. I like that. and slap them on your car. You'll be part of the Hammer Down Army. You don't even have to have a race car. You want to tell us where you finished when you go to the grocery store? Submit your results. Maybe we'll talk about it. We'll see. So there's enough stalling now. Let's see. We got. It looks like you got a 1 in 7 chance to win that sticker tonight. So pretty good odds if you haven't put in your hashtag Speedy yet. So you probably got about 10 seconds while I bring this up. Oh, we got some new features with our broadcasting here. I haven't tried them yet. Okay, here we go. Oh, one more got in there under the wire.
Ooh.
I got to switch over to see who that was. Oh, it was Gretchen Knapp. Okay, here we go. For a Hammer Down Racing Report window sticker, courtesy of Speedy Graphics. Again, go to speedygraphicsusa.com, click on Hammer Down stickers, and you can order them right online. And Skylar Hovis gets another one. I think she's won recently, hasn't she? Are we going to have to put limits on these? I know Dean made the rule on the pizza giveaway stuff, but
Right.
What do you think? I mean, not tonight, obviously. We're not going to change the rules just because Skylar won, but no opinion.
We'll keep an eye
keep it
on
open.
it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, congratulations, Skylar. I mean, we don't want to discourage people from doing this. This is cool.
No, we enjoy it.
Yeah. And
We like giving stuff away.
do we?
Yeah.
Well, as long as it's not our own stuff. What is today? Today's the 9th. Trying a blank there. Congratulations, Skylar. I'll bring this to the track because I'll probably see you there or your family there at least. So
Somebody that you know and
probably
love.
yes. So yeah, I guess that was it. There's no more on my list here. I think we're done. Time to get out of here. Thanks to producer Dave Kemmer, contributors John Young, Matt Swander, Dean Henry, Bob Stazak. Make sure to like us on Facebook, follow us on X at Hammer Report, follow us on YouTube. Listen to us on your favorite podcasting platform, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and iHeartRadio. If you can't check us out live, that's just as good for us as well.
Numbers count.
Yeah, Spotify, you can watch the video too. So, because they've added video podcasts to their service, I think at the beginning of this year.
Right.
So very cool there. Check us out at HammerdownRacingReport.com. You can listen to the shows there. You can also check out the store, Hammer Down Army information on there. Welcome John Young. He's the latest one to join the Hammer Down Army this week. So
Really?
yeah, we're getting some late enlistments midway through the year.
So he's back?
I guess. I guess so,
Ooh.
yeah.
Saw
The Midnight
pic-
Nightmare,
saw,
right?
Saw pictures of the car. It looks
Speedy
pretty
Graphics
cool.
USA.
Yeah.
.com. Actually, just Speedy Graphics. The website's just Speedy Graphics USA. Not to be confused with Speedy Graphics Denmark. That's a different one.
Really?
I don't know. I'm just
Okay.
making that up. Thanks to our sponsors. Speedy Graphics being one of them. Oakshade Raceway, Ron Miller Race Cars, Magic Moment Entertainment, Dippin' Motorsports, Dominator Race Products, and I know I mentioned Ron Miller Race Cars, but a big thank you to you. I texted you, at like midnight on Tuesday night, Wednesday
Yeah.
morning. Think you can glue my car back together in time for this
Yeah.
weekend?
Bring it over.
And I know you got a lot going on, so I appreciate it. Thanks to our guest this week, JJ Hickle. Check him out at Knoxville Saturday in both the 410 and 360 in Houston.
Did I mention that it was hot in the shop today and welding and cutting and grinding wasn't real high up on my list?
No?
Yeah.
You just
It's,
need a
it's-
fan.
Huh?
You just need a fan.
I've got 2 fans and it didn't help a bit. No. Actually, I've got a lot more fans than that.
Well, if it makes you feeling better, I was outside putting up signage today in the heat. I mean, I wasn't with a torch or a flame or welding stuff, but
Hot sparks landing on
hot
you.
sparks. Were you actually, did you have something covering your arms at least? Uh-huh. That's right, because you're an expert.
I found out that holding my arm up against the race car chassis worked as a ground too, so...
Did you get a little jolt?
Yes, I did.
Well, I'm glad you're
I-
still here.
I was a better ground than the ground I had hooked to the chassis, so I don't know.
All right, well, please be careful. I don't want to be the cause of any bad stuff.
Good thing I don't have a pacemaker.
Yeah,
Scott.
I guess so.
We'd have just reset it.
Another reminder here real quick before we wrap things up. Hammer Down Showdown coming up September 26th. If you want to be a sponsor of that, $50 minimum sponsorship goes right into the purse of that Fremont Dirt Trucks versus the Oakshade Super Stocks. Ron Miller called out all the area race shops to contribute.
Please give us a call.
Yeah, you can call the Hammer Down hotline if you're interested. 419-318-3081. I'll get a hold of you and we'll work something out. And you can join Auto X pre-owned cars and Speedy Graphics USA, Ron Miller Race Cars, good place, and of course Ohio Sports Blitz. Love everything Ron Burt does for us too. He's a big supporter, of motorsports and high school sports. Yeah. Very cool. So we'll see you next Thursday at 7 p.m. That's a wrap on show number 435 of the Hammer Down Racing Report.
You have been listening to the Hammer Down Racing Report, available on demand on iTunes, Google Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting platform.